Does this thing work again? Let's have a look. What? Is this it? No. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hey! It's only me. He's only back again. Hi guys. It's the Extreme Buddhist.
That's a direct order. Do it now.
Right guys, well, sorry it's been so long. It has been a long time since I recorded this ugly mug and put a video on YouTube. Apologies. Been very busy with other things, but we've had some interactions recently with people who used to watch our videos, and with some of the contacts that I've made through YouTube over the years. And I thought it's time. Do you know what I said? It's time to come back. Let's do this. I mean, yes, I've had more comebacks than Elvis, but this time, let's do this. It's been, you know, it has been, well, probably a year, is it, or something? I don't know exactly, since my last video. But yeah, as I say, we've met some people recently at car boots and stuff who said, oh, where's your videos? You used to love your videos, and things like that. I mean, I say a lot of people, 2 or 3, you know how it is, and we're that popular. But I just thought, you know what, if we can give something to someone to help them with their reselling, and when you get feedback like that, you think, you know what, yeah, maybe it is actually worth it. So let's start doing them again. Might as well. So what's been going on? Same as usual here. Selling. As I said in the past, we are predominantly now clothing business. We sell huge volume of clothing, mainly in military clothing, camouflage, military uniforms, etc., to motorcycle clothing, leathers, jackets, etc., and then vintage clothing, jeans, t-shirts, all sorts of clothing. I've got some very good wholesale contacts now, as I've mentioned in previous videos, where I can get pretty much any sort of category of clothing that I want. Comes in massive bags, 20 to 25 kilo bags of a particular category, and I order what I want and go from there. So you never know what you're getting, but for the prices that you pay through wholesale, the ones that we've found anyway, it is worth doing, and we do very well about it. We've moved into a new unit. Extreme Booters HQ has relocated to a exceptionally large unit. We used to obviously have shipping containers. I obviously converted a garage here back in the day to work out of, but they just simply weren't big enough for our needs, what was happening. So we've moved into a massive unit, which is about 15 minutes away from where we live. It's obviously opened up a huge new opportunity for us because we've got so much more space. But being the way that we are, obviously, it's all that it's meant is that we buy more crap and fill it up. I'll do some videos at the unit, and you can see literally what I mean. We are completely overloaded with stock at the moment. It's our own fault. I cannot say no when people offer me large job lots of clothing, and it's basically meant that we're swamped. But you know, what we're going to be trying to do over the next few months is get rid of the backlog of stuff, sell off a few job lots ourselves, and just work through what we've got. Obviously, car boot season is gradually coming to an end at the moment, so there's no car boots. I mean, on the subject of car boots, around here, just south of Birmingham where we live, most of the car boots are closing down now. We've had another one go this year. I think the last one they're running, which is Moseley Cricket Club, which isn't a massive car boot, but at least it's something. that's having its last one next week, weather permitting, and they're not planning on reopening next year. I'm presuming due to parking complaints, because it's absolute bloody chaos when you go there down the road. So we're left with just 2, maybe 3 in our near local vicinity. So next year we're going to have to be going further and further away for car booths. But as I said, we don't really rely on them anymore, because the majority of our stock now comes from wholesale. So obviously the business is a massive expansion on what it was previously. We're VAT registered limited company and everything now, which isn't as scary as people make out, as long as you get a half decent accountant to sort out the limited company stuff. VAT as well, the returns are simple, and doesn't cost much from most decent accountants. Being a retail unit, which I expect most people are who sell eBay, Amazon, Vinted, etc., we have obviously VAT relief for that, and pay a flat rate of 7.5%, not the 20% that people think when they hear those 3 letters. It's all worked out on turnover, obviously, as people know. I'll probably go into a bit more detail on another video just to show what we do with ours. I don't think it's very fair for small businesses like ourselves, to be honest. That's another story. Again, I'll do another video on that down the line. Plan going forward is to try and do a lot more videos. I've said it in the past when I've done these, hey, look, it's me, come back, wow, woo, that we'll try and do a schedule, but that's never going to happen. We're far too disorganised for that here. But I think at least once a week. Not everything is going to be reselling related, to be honest. We have got other interests and stuff that we want to put out there on our YouTube channel, but that will come months down the line. Don't worry about that, for all the people who watch us for our insane, crazy reselling journey. So yeah, thought I'd do just a quick hello, we're back. I'll do another video shortly from the unit to show you what we're dealing with, what sort of stuff we're selling, and the sort of volume that's going through the doors at the moment is just insane. I'll also do some videos on how we're selling now. Obviously we used to be eBay, Amazon. Amazon's gone now, we don't touch it because the sourcing and the margins weren't what we required. eBay obviously is our main income stream, as it always has been, but we're now big Vinted Pro sellers as well, which is a very good outlet for resellers, especially for lower margin sellers. I know I've just said I don't sell on Amazon for margins, but that's a different type of sourcing. But in terms of a clothing reseller, we buy in bulk, so we get a lot of stuff that's, yeah, that's great, that goes on eBay, we can make a decent amount on that. But then we also get a large amount of clothing which is small value. It used to be that stuff would just be put into a job lot and then eventually just dissipate gradually. Now obviously with Vinted it's far easier to sell lots and lots and lots of smaller value items, which has really helped with our turnover and really helped with our sales. But I'll go again into that in more detail. So yeah, hope at least a couple of people are happy to see my ugly mug on the face. Admittedly, I have got issues at the moment with an eye problem. That's why my eyes are red, because I work for myself, so I do at least 26 hours a day, every day, 7 days a week. So apologies for that. And I've also got a few bits missing in my mouth, which people may have spotted. Yes, no teeth anymore, but I'm not going to go into that. So yeah, I'm back, we're back, loads more videos. I bet you all can't wait. Let's do this. See you soon.